Hello there. Welcome to Accounting Space. In this video, we want to look at an essay question. This is a question paper of March 2023, and we're going to look at question 4 on that question paper. And this is an essay question that we have on the circular flow model. So our question reads, discuss the interaction of all participants in the circular flow model. And then second part is saying how can the financial sector contribute to the economy. So on the first part we've got 26 marks, and then second part with the additional part will be 10 marks. So remember our layout of our essay. We are supposed to start with our introduction. We go to our main body. Instead of the main body, that's why also we're going to have our additional part. In this case, we've got our additional part represented by the second point, and then we go to the conclusion. So in terms of our introduction, you can come up with the introduction by defining any term or terms that we have in the question. So you go to a question, you'll see that we've got the term circular flow model. So this is the terms that you can just define in your introduction. So according to this video, we are only just going to look at the main body. We are only just going to look at the main body. So remember, the circular flow model is a model that shows the interaction that is there between different participants that we have in the economy. Remember, the participants that we have got the household as a participant. We also have the businesses that are the firms as a participant. We also have government as a participant. We also have the foreign sector as a participant. So circular flow model will show the movements of flows between those sectors in the form of real flow and money flow. And we know that a real flow is represented by goods and services. So the way they exchange hands in terms of the participants, and then the movement of income and income with the economy also representing the money flow will also be shown in the circular flow model. So our first part is asking us to show the interaction of all participants. So we're going to name all the participants that we have. We'll look at each and every participant that we see in the circular flow model, and we analyze it. So we go to our answer section. You'll see that the first part that we are going to look at is the households or consumers as a participant in the circular flow model. So the households are the ones that provide labor as a factor of production to the firms and to the firm as a participant, and also to government as a participant. So basically, that's what we have, and that's the movement of the real flow. The movement of the real flow is the service that the households are giving to the firms as labor and also to government as labor, and then they receive wages and salaries in the form of the money flow now. So money flow will be moving from, for example, firms to the household. So basically, that's what we have. There are first point the same households are the owners of the factor of production, of which they sell to business as labor. So labor as a factor of production is the one that is provided by households to businesses. The second point is saying households earn income as wages or salaries in return for their factors of production from firms. So wages and salaries becomes the factor income that we have from labor. So next point, ensure service delivered to the communities, that is the households. And also households also have needs which are satisfied through the consumption of goods and services from businesses. So obviously, utility is going to be gained as they consume goods and services, the satisfaction of consuming those goods and services. So basically, that's what we have with households. Then we go to the second part, is our firms or our business enterprise. So we can say firms or business enterprise. So explanations that we have in terms of that. First point, business enterprise purchase the factors of production from households in the factor market. So they purchase labor. Business enterprise purchase labor from the households. They use the factors of production to produce goods and services which are sold to households in the goods market. So the factors of production that they buy from the households, which is labor, they use it to produce goods and services, and then they later on sell those goods and services back to the households. So this is what we. But we are going to see also that the government also can also buy those goods and services from businesses. So this is what we have. Then business export and import business export and import goods and services to foreign sector. So there's an interaction that is coming up again between the businesses and the foreign sector, whereby in the form of imports, the businesses can sell outside the country, and then sorry, in the form of exports, the businesses sell outside the country, and then in the form of imports, the business are buying from outside the country. So that's the interaction that exists there. So the real flow will be when in form of exports. It means the real flow is that the goods and services that are being produced in the local economy are being sold outside. So real flow will be moving outside. Then money flow, they receive income when they sell, they receive revenue. The revenue becomes the money flow. So basically, this is what we have. The last point is saying firms are the link between all participants of the closed economy and the foreign sector. So this is our last point. Next we've got the public sector or the government representing another participant that we have, and the explanation that we have that they comprise of local, provincial, and national government, which provide services to all participants in an open economy. So basically, uh, components of a government, we've got the local government, we've got the provincial government, and also we've got the national government. And we are being told that they provide services to all participants in an open economy. So remember, the government is the sole controller of what will be transpiring in the economy. So next question, the government participates in the economy. The government participates in the economy by purchasing factors of production from households in the factor market and by purchasing goods and services from firms in the goods market. So this is what we have. So the state also provides households and business enterprises with public goods and services. So we are seeing the interaction that is transpiring there between the government and the households and then the government and the businesses. That the government purchases factors of production from households in the form of labor, and then it purchases also goods and services from the businesses. But on the other hand, the government also provides goods, provides public goods to the households and the businesses also. So these are goods and services come in the form of healthcare, education, safety, and defense and law, defense and law and order. So this is what we have. The next point: government receives revenue from businesses and households in the form of taxes. So through taxation now, the government collects revenue from both the households and the businesses. So basically, we see the money flow coming from households and businesses in the form of taxation going to the government. And government also formulates the macroeconomic policies that are carried out by other participants so that the main objectives of the country are achieved. So government, as the sole control of activities in the economy, they also have a hand in terms of the macroeconomic policies. Remember, we've got the fiscal policy, we've got the supply side policies that can be put in place. So those are the typical policies that are controlled by the government. So this is what we have in terms of government as a participant. Then we also go to the next part. We have got the foreign sector also as a participant. So foreign sector represents the foreign market where we have got imports and exports taking place. So the first point saying the foreign sector represents all other countries of the world. So the interaction that is there in terms of transactions that take place with foreign countries is representing the foreign sector. Next sentence saying trade between the foreign sector and households and firms take place in the foreign market in the form of imports and exports. Then lastly, business make products that can be sold overseas. These goods are then exported to other countries, and the business receive money for the products that they have exported. So basically, the basis is we export, we sell goods outside the country, we import, we buy goods from outside the country. So in that essence, that's the interaction that is taking place between our local businesses and the foreign businesses. So the foreign sector becomes another participant, another key participant that we have in the circular flow model. So we'll go to the last part, which is the additional part, which means how can the financial sector contribute to the economy? How can the financial sector contribute to the economy? And we know that the financial sector, acts as a link between savers and lenders. So this is the first point that way the market acts as a link between savers and lenders. And then next point, the households save their part of income with commercial banks so that they can have more money for consumption later. So you see that when households want to save money, they go to financial institutions and commercial banks, and then they save their money there. But also, when they want to access credit lines to borrow money, they also go to those commercial banks. So you see that the link that is that the link that is there, that exists, that is being executed by the commercial banks. Then we go to the next point: businesses borrow capital from banks to buy capital goods. And then next point: government savings can become investment when they are funding new business and infrastructure projects. So the next one is Johannesburg Stock Exchange, JSE, as a capital market, benefits people who want to invest in shares and equities to grow their income. So basically, this becomes part of the financial sector. We have got the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and obviously that's where we have the buying and selling of shares taking place. So it's a market for shares, and we see that it becomes also one of the components of the financial sector. Then lastly, we've got the banks who help to facilitate transactions and participants for goods and services. Banks, as we tried to explain on the first part, that it acts as a link between savers and lenders. So this becomes our additional part. It becomes at the end of the information that we have according to this video. Remember, we are only looking a main body that we have. Then lastly, obviously, you go to your conclusion. In your conclusion, you are just summarizing what we have explained, but obviously you have to avoid mentioning what we have written in the main body in the conclusion. You can come up with recommendation if there is a problem that we've been discussing or evaluating in the main body. So basically, that's what we have. And remember, our introduction has got 2 marks, and our conclusion also has got 2 marks. So this is what we have according to this essay question. Let's stay tuned for more videos to come. More typical examination questions will be uploaded on this channel. Let's not forget to subscribe and share. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 10 economics. Let's turn on the notification button so that when we upload new videos, you get notified. As for this video, I'm signing out. We'll meet again in the next video.